Okay, so for the following circuit here, we have to find VOT. So let's draw the circuit when t was less than 0. So when t was less than 0, so we have a unit step function, and it's going to be 0 when t is less than 0, and it's going to be 1 when t is greater than 0. So right now, the unit step function is 0, so that means this is just a closed wire here. So we're going to draw the following. And we're going to assume that the circuit looked like this for a long time. So that means that the inductor is short circuit, and we don't have any current or voltage source here. So that means our I1 and I2, which is also the current that's passing through the inductors respectively, are going to be 0 when t is less than 0. And this also means that the second t is equal to 0 and our unit step function becomes 1, the current passing through the inductors are still 0. Okay? And our VO when t is less than 0 is also going to be 0. So now let's do the circuit when t is greater than or equal to 0. So our unit subfunction is now 1, so this is 7 volts here. So this is 3 ohms, 1 over 2 henries. This is 1 ohm, this is VO, and this is 1 over 5 henries. Then we have, okay, so we'll deal with the mesh later. So first, let's draw, so for the meshes, what we're going to do is draw the transient circuit. So the transient circuit, it's pretty much the same circuit, but without any sources. So it's going to look something like this. So the reason we're doing a transient circuit is because there's a voltage source here. Okay, so we have to find a way to ignore this voltage source, and we can do that by making a transient circuit. Okay, so this is I1, this is I2, this is 3 ohms, 1 over 2 henries, 1 ohm VO, and then 1 over 5 henries. Okay, so right now we're trying to find we're going to first try and find a formula to represent I1, then I2, and then we can find VO after that. So I1 is going to be equal to the transient circuit of the transient current of I1 plus the steady state of I1. Okay, so right now this is going to give us this value, and then we'll find the steady state, add them up, and we'll get our I1t. Okay, so let's do mesh I1. It's going to be 3I1 plus L1 di1 over dt plus 1 ohm times I1 minus I2. So just I1 minus I2. Then for mesh I2, it's going to be I2 minus I1 times 1 ohm plus L2 di2 over dt. Okay, so now what we're going to do is isolate for this I2. So this is going to be all equal to I2, and we're going to plug that into here and into here. So it'll be 3I1 plus L1 di1 over dt plus I1 minus I1 plus L2 times the derivative of all of this. So it'll be 3 times di1 over dt plus L1 d2I1 over dt squared. Oh yeah, this can just be 4 because we could just add these two up. So and this cancels out. And we can FOIL in our L2 into here and here. So we get the following: 3I1 plus L1 plus 4L2 di1 over dt. I'm just adding these two up. That's what's going on here. Plus L1 d2i1 over dt. Okay, and all of this. Oh yeah, sorry. L1 times L2. So these two are being times together equals 0. Now I'm going to divide L1, divide this whole thing by L1 over L2. So I should get the following. And recall L1 was 1 over 2 henries, and L2 was 1 over 5 henries. Okay? So now if you plug everything in, you should get the following. Okay? And we're going to let di1 over dt equal s. And hold on, this looks like a 5 there. Okay, now our alpha is going to be this value times 1 over 2. And our omega is going to be this squared. So now we see our alpha is going to be greater than our omega. So it's over damping. So that means we're going to be, to find I transition t, we have to use the following formula. A1e to the power of s1t plus a2e s2t. To find our s values, it's going to be equal to, pretty much use the quadratic formula to find s, or you could just use this formula. So s1 and s2. So this is just 13 over 2. 13 over 2, square root of 30. And you should get the following. S1 is minus 3. S2 is minus 10. This is just minus 3. Minus 10. Now before I solve for A1 and A2, I need to get I1t, not I transition t. So this is I1 transition t. There you go. So to find I1t, we need to find a steady state current. So to do that, let's take our original circuit and view it when t goes to infinity. So pretty much both of our inductors short circuit. So we have something like this. Okay, so what we have to do, so right now we're trying to find the current passing through this one, okay? Because this is going to be I1t. So we have to find the current passing through here. But notice that this circuit, there is no resistor, so that means all the current will just be passing through here. So that means this part is just useless. So this is 3 ohms, this is 7 volts, and the current passing through here will just be I1 infinity. So I1 infinity will be equal to 7 over 3, and this is your steady state for I1. So if we just add 7 over 3 to this will just give you your I1t. And now we can solve for A1 and A2. So recall, when t was 0, I1 was 0. So we can plug that into here. This is gone, this is gone. And let's bring the 7 over 3 to the other side. Okay, so that's good. Next thing we're going to do is differentiate all of this. So the I1t over dt equals minus 3 a1 e minus 3t minus 10 a2 e minus 10t plus 0. Now for d, so to get this, what we're going to do is take this circuit's mesh. Okay, so don't take this circuit's mesh because we have to take into account the voltage source. Okay, so that's what a mistake that a lot of people do is they take the mesh of this circuit to find di over dt. So what we're going to do is minus 7 plus 3i1 plus L di1 over dt plus 1 ohm times I1 minus I2. We call it I1, I2. There we go. So this, and this are all 0. So it's L di 1 over dt equals 7. And L being 1 over 2. So di1 at 0 dt is equal to 14 amps per second. So this will be 14 equals minus 3a1. This is gone, minus 10a2. a1 will be minus 4 over 3. a2 will be minus 1. So I1t will be minus 4 over 3 e minus 3t minus e minus 10t plus 7 over 3. Now we have to solve for a2. Sorry, I2, my bad. So retake this whole formula, isolate for I2, so just bring this to the other side and plug everything into here. So I'll just bring it here, minus 7 plus 4i1 plus L di1 over dt equals I2. So plugging everything into here, yep, and then plus, wait, this is supposed to be L1, which is 1 over 2 times the derivative of all of this. So that's 4e minus 3t plus 10e minus 10t. And this is going to be your I2t. And then after you FOIL all of that out, you should get the following. Okay, this should be your I2t. Now, recall what we were actually trying to find is VOT. So see, for VOT, it's equal to 1 ohm times I1 that's entering it minus I2. Okay, I1 is entering it from the positive port and I2 is entering from the negative port. So we just have to subtract I1. So it's pretty much I1 minus I2. So I1 minus I2 is going to be your VOT. So, okay, so we have to take these two. And you should get the following. Hold on, sorry. Let me solve it with you guys. Give me a sec. So minus 4 over 3 e minus 3t minus e minus 10t plus 7 over 3 minus 7 over 3 plus, sorry, so minus 7 over 3 minus 10 over 3 e minus 3t plus e minus 10t. Distribute the negative into everything, so minus plus minus. So this and this is gone. So so this we should get 2e minus 3t minus 2e minus 10t, and this is in volts, and that's your final answer.